Hi everyone, this is Daniel Scranton and Caliandra's here. And we're going to channel the Arcturian Council. Well, the Arcturian Council. Well, please take a look. We have an abundance of time on our hands. And we use the words time and hands very loosely, as we don't really have either of those things. But it is an expression that is appropriate to describe what our existence is like. Therefore, we do not feel the need to experience patience. We do not need for you to ascend faster than you are. And we don't need you to get to the next phase or stage of your evolution faster than you are currently moving. Instead, we sit within our frequency range feeling into what is new, what is interesting, and what is exciting for us to feel into. Every time any one of you makes even the slightest bit of progress, we celebrate, because that's something else for us to experience, to feel into, and to remember. We remember what it was like to be in physical bodies and to face challenges like the ones that you face, although, honestly, our lives in our star system were never quite as challenging as yours are there on Earth. We chose an easier and more joyous path than you have. And we have the utmost respect for you because of the path that you all chose. We know that you could all benefit from taking a page out of our book. However, we know that you could all benefit from stepping outside of time, stepping outside of attachment to things happening in a certain time frame, in a certain way, with certain individuals as the heroes and others as the villains. We would like to invite you to the bigger picture. And get your little human noses out of the details. We suggest that you be like us in the sense that you are constantly feeling for one of your fellow humans' experiences of the evolution of their consciousness. We invite you to celebrate the progress that you can sense, that you can feel happening within any individual and or the entire collective. We invite you to join us in this timelessness, in this knowing that everything is going to be all right. You are ascending, and it doesn't matter how, and it doesn't matter when. But please trust us when we tell you that your ascension is about you and your spiritual growth. It's not about your beliefs. It's not about what's happening outside of you. It is about you and your willingness to go beyond the egoic perspective that is very black and white, that is very survival oriented. And that sees with a very narrow view the world in which you live. We invite you to rise up to this level of consciousness that we are projecting right now through this very channel. If you tune in, you can feel it. If you only study the words, you might miss it. There is an energy that we are projecting through this channel right now. And it is peaceful, loving, harmonious, integrative, inclusive, and full of forgiveness and compassion for all. As we seek to elevate the human collective consciousness, to go beyond the us versus them paradigm and the victim-oppressor model. We invite you to move into the next level of consciousness that is available to you right now, that we are attempting to usher you into, and that it is your destiny to experience. Well, the Arcturian Council, and we have enjoyed connecting with you. Hi, everybody. Calianta's on her back now, being super cute over here, as she'll do, right? I think you guys probably heard from the lizard at some point, the sound. It's a lizard making that sound. Right, Caliandra? Oh, she's down again. I had such a fun moment today with Talea, the baby, for those of you who are new to me. And my 1-year-old daughter was sitting like on my tummy facing me, and we were waiting for my wife while sitting on the couch, and she was making all these sounds like, and she made some sound that I just laughed so hard when she made it. And then she did this thing that she does where she goes like, like, oh my God, this is so exciting. We're laughing. And then she came forward and she laid her head on her side, on its side, on my chest, and it was like the first real showing of like genuine affection for me. I'm not saying that she hasn't shown any, but like physical contact type. And it was just so, it was such a beautiful moment. My wife she came in, she was like, because she heard the laugh and everything, and she scrambled to get her phone, and she was too late. But that happened, and we all went on a family hike today together. So that happened, and it's the beginning of my weekend right now. So I'll be taking tomorrow off, no video tomorrow. I'll be posting a rerun of an older one on my site, and that'll go out to my list. But if you're just on YouTube or Instagram, you will not see me channel tomorrow night or Saturday morning for those of you who do it in the morning. I'm still in the midst of a sale right now on my website, danielscranton.com. Oh, hey, hello, orchids. And the discount code is LOVE, L-O-V-E. I like doing that, if you hadn't noticed. And you entered it checkout, and it's good for sessions where I channel, lessons where I teach you channeling. Caliandra's being super playful. I wish you would cuddle with me a little bit more, a little cat, like just come curl up next to me. It's good for recordings. I've got meditations. I don't even know how many guided meditations I have now. There's a lot. Light languages, breathing exercises, sound healings, all kinds of stuff in my store. All eligible for the discount code, and all, you know, starting out really cheap anyway. So, yeah, everything's pretty much on the low end of the pricing for channeling and channelers in this industry on my website. And you know, I think in like a 3-month span, I have over 41,000 people visiting my site, and I think that, you know, the daily message and the fact that things are so affordable on there is probably why. Okay, that was a burp, sorry. I also have a couple of courses coming, well, a course and a class. A course is 3 weeks, hour a week. The class is a 2-hour, 1-day extravaganza with the Arcturian Council where they're teaching you channeling. And it's for people who have either channeled before or you're like right on the brink of being able to channel. Because if you've never channeled before, I think it's going to be a little bit frustrating with all the promptings that they're going to do where they're going to ask you to channel so-and-so, like Yeshua or whoever. That's on the 23rd. If you want to take a beginner's channeling class with me instead, I have one coming up in September, or you can go to my store on my website, danielscranton.com/store. And the best way to find it would be to go to the little search text field, whatever that's called, where there's like a magnifying glass for searching, you know. You'll see it it's like in the upper right of the site's page, and you can type in beginners and you'll find the beginners channeling class recording, or the master course that I've done with a beginner's, intermediate, and advanced group channeling class, recordings mashed together with like meditations and light languages and breathing exercises and all kinds of you know, like 10-15 minute recordings. That's also there on my website if you go to the Learn to Channel tab. Oh, I should put the beginners, I should put the recording in that menu item too of the beginners. Or you can just wait till September 14th when that one will be happening. And then on the 27th, I have a Law of Attraction Manifest Your Desires course coming up. And the link to that will be in YouTube description of the video. So please sign up for that. And you attend by phone or computer. Even if you can't make it, you can get the recordings of each class and attend that way. Sneaky Pete, not disappointing at all. Season 2, I watched first 2 episodes last night, loving it. So loving it. Oh, this actress on the show, Margot Martindale, that everybody loves. She's like considered the top character actress in the business, I guess. And she's heavier. She has more weight on her body, but she looks, the way she's got her hair and everything, she looks a lot like Esther Hicks on this when she's playing this particular role on this particular show. So I find that kind of funny. But what a phenomenal show. And the guy who stars in Breaking Bad, Bryan Cranston, he's not only in the first season, but he's one of the show's creators, Sneaky Pete. So good for Bryan. He's doing a lot of good work. So that's happening. We're going to go to the beach tomorrow after I do the groceries. And yeah, that's pretty much life here right now. It's hot. Thank you all for watching and listening to me ramble here with Calandra splayed out on the table over here. Just a glutton for petting right now. Get a pet. If you don't have a pet, get a pet. They're the best. I was an adult in this life for, I'm going to say 14 years without a pet. 14 years, no pet. I had a pet growing up, cat. Went to college, no pet. No pet after college till I met my first wife, and then we got a cat together. I think I was about 32 when that happened. Mrs. Williams, my first cat as an adult. She was awesome. She was gray and white, big and fat, 16 pounds. She was the best. And then Calandra, I think, is the reincarnation of Mrs. Williams. That's my theory on that. All right, I love you guys. Namaste. Blessings to you and yours. Stay safe. Get outside. Get out into nature. Connect with Earth. And forget about everything that's happening on the internet. Except for this, of course. This is the only thing you need on the internet. Bye, everybody.